Hey everyone, YJY Vol here. If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're familiar with Marvel Rivals, but if not, then allow me to give you a quick rundown. So in the game, they have a whole emote of Captain America shooting a basketball with a basketball shooting challenge because, I don't know, freedom, I guess? But then they also gave him a football skin based on college, which led to this tweet that I saw. I then responded saying that Cap is a multi-sport athlete, but then that led me thinking, if the Rivals Vanguards did play sports, what sports would they all play? The reason I'm doing Vanguards is first, I was inspired by the Captain America emote and skin, but second, I'm also a tank main. I've been a tank main since season 0, so I want to give love to the most underappreciated role. Shout out to all my tanks, especially when people force us a solo tank, because I know that is not fun. Now, I wanted to use the Rivals listed height to help me determine what sport makes sense for everybody. I wasn't able to find the exact details on the Rivals site, but luckily someone on Reddit exported the in-game models into Blender and then measured their heights. So bad guy John, if you're watching this, I thank you so much. I love you. You literally updated this chart a few hours before I recorded this final draft. So yeah, thank you again. But without any further ado, let's get started. So first up, we have Angela. This one's pretty easy. Her ultimate is literally javelin throwing. There's an Olympic sport that focuses on throwing javelin as far as you can. So you can connect the dots. She's winning every gold medal. Plus that Asgardian strength. Yeah, good luck facing her. Now I want to give some honorable mentions as well. Shout out axe throwing because she also uses axes. So that'd be a cool part, a little way to give homage. She's also almost 7 foot tall. So any sport where height is an advantage would be easy for her. I mean, volleyball, cake. Put her in basketball, she'd be an elite center in the WNBA. Brittany Griner is 6'9", she's almost 7 feet, so just like a bigger, taller center in the WNBA, yeah. Next, we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, the person this whole video is inspired by, Captain America. Now, with his Super Soldier Serum, Cap would be elite in whatever sport he chooses. If he did baseball, he's going pro. If he played football, he's winning MVP. But for this video, we're sticking with hoops. I mean, we have a 6'7" point guard, nightmare in transition, elite on defense, but most importantly, as a true point guard, can put the team above himself, make the right passes, pick and roll time. He can make the right pass to the corner, cutting, whatever pass you need Cap to make. You know he's not going to be selfish. He'll make the right play. But also, if you need him to score, he'll get you 83 points in a game if you need to. That's the player you want on your team. I would trust Cap with my life in the clutch. That's right, my life. Of everyone on the Avengers, open shot. The fate of the universe on the line. Galactus has the death beam pointed at Earth. You better hit it. I want Captain America. Okay, if you know, you know. I just had to make that joke. Now we've got everyone's favorite mark with a mouth, Deadpool. This one was kind of weird because Deadpool does a lot of stuff, but he doesn't play sports. I tried doing some research, looking at any comics online, any movies, any shows. He's not really been a sport person. He is Canadian, so maybe he likes lacrosse or hockey. Ryan Reynolds also owns a football club, so maybe Deadpool might break the fourth wall and suit up as a striker. I mean, with Deadpool, he doesn't seem like a team player. Probably a guy who just wants to score the ball. So, definitely a very interesting case. Open it up and get on the floor, because the next entry is the newest Vanguard, Devil Dino. First off, I just want to say he is so fun to play. But despite what the pros tell you, he is not giga broken. Very counterable if you just play poke into him. So please, G Squared, if you're watching this, do not giga nerf him. He is the most fun I've had tanking in a very long time, so he will probably be terrible by season 10. But as for what sport Dino would play, with his massive T-Rex build, tiny arms, huge legs, soccer makes a ton of sense. If he kicks a ball with those legs, it just might break the net. Another sport that makes sense for somebody with short arms but powerful legs is racing. But not any kind of racing. T-Rex World Championship Racing. Yes, that is a real thing. No, I will not be deliberating any further. Other than that, this is absolute cinema, and Devil Dino would win every single T-Rex World Racing Championship. Now we're at the Sorcerer Supreme, my personal favorite shield tank in the game. Shout out Doctor Strange, my first lord, carried me through some tough times, but neither here nor there. So going back to Doctor Strange, I found an actual comic book panel where not only did it say he played baseball in college, I wonder what position he's played. But for some reason, there's a demonic baseball game that Strange had to play and win. I couldn't tell you when it comes to comics. But anyways, using his Rivals kit and translating that to play baseball, a lot of cool applications. So even using the Eye of Agamotto to locate the ball, you get some easy hits. Using Cloak of Levitation to jump in the air, catch the ball, I think it'd be really cool. But also the fact that there's a comic book panel of Strange playing baseball, which is still just very funny to me.
Gotta know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Now we're on to Emma Frost, and for this one, I kept it pretty simple. I couldn't find any comic panels of her playing sports through all my research, so I had to think outside the box. Now, Emma Frost is a rich white woman. What do rich white women love to play? That's right, pickleball. Not only would she play pickleball, but she'd have all the accessories for it. She'd probably spend more time getting dressed for pickleball than actually playing the game. You know how Emma, she cares about her looks, even though the Rivals team gives her the worst skins imaginable. But also with her telepathy, she can know where to hit the ball, how to dominate her opponent, and quite literally play mind games. Honorable mention tennis and polo, more rich white women sports. I don't see Emma being a crazy athlete, but just wanting to play a game for status and wealth and influence, that kind of thing. Now we have another comic accurate selection here with Hulk, where we have an issue in the 90s where Hulk played baseball versus the Rhino, because, listen, I have no idea what to tell you for this one. But yeah, Hulk played baseball, so let's go with that. And let's be real, if Hulk did play baseball, his batting average would probably not be that great. But if Hulk ever connects with any ball, he can literally have a 100 batting average, but every single hit is a home run that's going like 2,000 feet in the air. Hell, even if Hulk bunted, he might be so strong it still could be a home run. So Hulk as a baseball player would be hilarious to see. An honorable mention to walnut smashing. Yes, that is an actual sport that Hulk could do with his rage, and the more walnuts he hits, the angrier he would get, so that would just be very funny to see. Hey, before I move on, I gotta talk about this though, because this is just so funny. When I was doing research from this comic, I found that in order to disguise himself, yes, this is real, not Photoshop, Hulk was in blackface. I can't make this up. I mean, he said it's wrong to be in blackface. He even mentions the NAACP. So, I mean, he's not trying to be racist or anything. It's just 90s comics, man. I didn't really think of a sport Groot would play. Maybe Star-Lord really has to get on his nerves for him to play a sport, but it doesn't seem like up his alley. However, your local gardening competition, though, yeah, GG's, it's a wrap. Have you seen the way he puts up those walls? Plus, maybe if there's a zombie apocalypse, Groot could come in handy. You never know. Next up, we have Magneto. Let's be real, Magneto is hella old. That man is a Holocaust survivor. He is not trying to play sports right now. If he were to play a sport, he'd probably use a metal tennis racket and move the racket with his powers. He's not going to lift a finger if he doesn't have to, especially after he's tired solo taking all these games. So I don't think of Magneto as an athlete, but at the same time, I am legally obliged to include pictures of Magneto dunking because it's the memes. You just kind of have to. Magneto dunking is just, they go together. So maybe he can put a metal thing in a basketball and shoot it if he really wanted to play basketball. But if he were to play sports, he probably would just play tennis if he played any sports at all. Next, we have my favorite mechanical spider, Penny Parker. As of recording this, my most recent lord, so shout out Penny. Now, based off her rivals model, she's only 4'9", so not really the tallest. She probably has above average athleticism, but nothing crazy. However, Penny really shines in anything tech related. It could be robotics, it could be esports, it could be coding competition. Penny a 5. So yeah, if you see her in any of those fields, good luck, my friend. You're not beating her. Also, one of the newer Vanguards in the game with Rogue, Gambit's favorite mutant, and Magneto's too. When it comes to Rogue, this one was pretty simple. Thanks to the comics and X-Men 97, we have proof of Rogue and other X-Men playing basketball, so thanks. That helped a lot. With her 6'2" rivals model, that's good size for a WNBA player. She's got elite agility and speed, and let's face it, if Rogue played basketball, she'd definitely lead the league in steals. Hey guys, Ben Grimm here, taking over for YGY Vol, here to talk about everyone's favorite tank. Okay, I'm not gonna try the Thing voice anymore. My throat is already scratchy enough. But this one's really easy for the Thing, luckily. He's canonically earned a football scholarship, so he already knows and has played the game of football. I don't know what position he played, but just based off research, even the poster, the number 40, Ben just looks like an old school fullback. I mean, you see that football hold? He's just never fumbling the ball. Like, imagine seeing Ben Grimm up the middle, 4th and 1 situation, and this 500-pound running back just charging at you. Just go ahead. Let him get the first down. Let him get the touchdown. He's just giving out CTE to anybody that tries to tackle him. I feel so bad for those poor defenders. I mean, there's a reason this man has a football helmet emote in the game for a reason. This is a generational football player, first overall pick at fantasy football. Give Ben Grimm the rock and he will lead you to victory. Now we're on to the God of Thunder, and similar to Angela, this one's pretty obvious. I went for an Olympian sport with Thor. I mean, the man throws a hammer around all day, and there's an event in the Olympics called hammer throwing. So yeah, with that Asgardian strength, him and Angela are going to have every single gold medal. Michael Phelps, move your ass over, you've been dethroned.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for? Why do I hear Eminem all of a sudden?
Alright, and last but not least, we have Venom. I mean, do I even have to explain why I included the picture of Venom dunking? Just similar to Magneto, I'm legally obliged to include the picture of him dunking. I couldn't talk about rivals in sports and not include this picture. Whoever made this picture, just thank you for your contribution to human society. AI could never make a masterpiece such as this. But honorable mention to weightlifting for Venom. Eddie Brock's always been a weightlifter. I remember even in Midnight Suns, if anyone else played that game, Eddie was always in the gym lifting on downtime between missions. So I think weightlifting, he definitely loves to go to a competition and he would win all of them for sure. Okay, I lied about Venom being the last one because there's an honorable mention with Mr. Fantastic. He's on the council, but not granted the rank of Vanguard, but I still had to give him some love. This is not on my rough draft at all, very much unplanned and off the dome, so here we go. Mr. Fantastic, my favorite duelist to play, the rare times I get to play duelist in a 2-2-2, which is never, by the way. However, I don't really see Reed as a crazy athlete. You know, he can definitely stretch his body around to run or glide, but really, I just wanted to yap, give Mr. F some love since G-Squared won't. Please, Rivals team, please, 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 buff his ultimate, his death, anything, just give him a buff. That's all I'm asking for. Please, and some more skins that are not civilian level skins. That's all I'm asking for. And that's all, folks. I just want to say thank you to anyone who's made it this far into the video. This is my very first ever YouTube video, so I'm a little nervous, a little excited to release this, but hey, just want to do this for fun, not live with any regrets, and just make YouTube to do YouTube. So if it's not perfect, you can give some constructive criticism. I really appreciate that. I'm just trying to get better over time. Hopefully, if I do another video, this will be 10 times better than this one. And yeah, if you have any ideas for how I can improve, just let me know. Also, if you want to support the channel or interested in any athleisure gear, I would really appreciate it if you could check out my website at y'allgymit.com. I make all kinds of athleisure clothing, from shirts, shorts, bucket hats. I have wristbands, so all kinds of different things. I'm planning on doing a summer drop soon for some new clothes, so please stay tuned. So yeah, y'allgymit.com, y'allgymyet, YGY Vol. You see where it comes from. Yeah, with that being said, thank you once again. I appreciate you and love you all. Hope you have a great day for watching this. YGY Vol out. Hey, I got a joke for you. Now, you know comics, right? So now you know Rogue from X-Men, how she'll take other people's powers? Now, if Rogue played a sport, what sport would she play? I'll give you a sec. Now, she played basketball, because she lead the league in steals.
Metro Boomin, make it boom.